Hi y'all, Chuck from Alaskan Ballistics. Just showing you what it's like just past midnight in middle of Alaska right now. Alright, we're over on the Denali Highway. It goes from the Richardson Highway in the east where the pipeline is to the Denali Highway, or the Parks Highway in the west where Mount Denali and the Denali Park are. And we're traveling that tonight, scouting for caribou sign tomorrow. Just kind of doing a midnight run. Have to go back tomorrow. Drive 5.5, 6 hours tonight. Go walk a trail in the morning, and then drive 5.5, 6 hours later tomorrow night. So it's going to be kind of a rough run there. Lots of bears up here. Lots of caribou. Lots of moose. You have to get drawn for caribou up here as a resident only. But you can get drawn as a non-resident for moose in certain areas up here. So just thought I'd show y'all what it's like at midnight in Alaska. Chuck here from Alaskan Ballistics. Just was camping here and decided to sleep in the car. And moose just strolling right through our campground. Got a little cub with it. You know how they see here. Hi, y'all, Chuck from Alaskan Ballistics. Showing you the area I got my caribou last year. We're gonna walk a trail down it today and just double scout it out a little bit here. We got our caribou way back in there. You can't even see it, it's over the ridge here. But down by the backside of that lake. And you'd think the stream is pretty docile. It is in places, but then it gets really rapid. We flipped the kayak and lost the antlers. I did at the end of the trip. Makes you mad. Just zoom in on some things here. There's some moose out here earlier. He might be back out here. Let me look through my binoculars. Yeah, I think that's him. Way back there. That's a moose. Can't really tell. Right. See y'all later. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning. Fireweed. This stuff's all over Alaska. Beautiful, beautiful flower. You can see it all over Alaska. In addition, down here, I don't know if you can see them, but blueberries. Man, the right places in here, you can pick gallons and gallons. You can carry as many 5-gallon buckets as you can carry worth of blueberries. This place is a little bit sparse, but they're still populated enough. Here's a butter bush right there. Populated enough that you could survive for a little while if you had to off of them. Maggie's out here helping me. Taking a duck dog. Scouting for caribou. She stays with me pretty good. Better than all my wives. Couldn't resist that joke. This trail's pretty dry right now, but it gets muddy way at the bottom where the beavers put the dam across it. Really hard to get across that area. But once you get across that area, it's a pretty easy trail. I'm taking a break here because I got some sore legs. We'll probably shed our heavy pack soon and just go with a lightweight load. Got some moose tracks in here showing you. Lots of them. Maybe some old calf tracks too next to it. Just showing you some more scenery out here while I'm walking. Scouting for caribou. Look at this way. Yeah. Not a humongous one here, but definitely a bear track. A couple of them right in here. Gotta be careful. Always in Alaska. Just some more scenery here. Just some more scenery. Don't see any caribou. Just some weird looking bushes. Alright, it's hard for me to hold the camera steady here, but that's a moose and her calf. Oh, they're good 2,000 or 3,000 yards away from me. Zoomed in as far as this thing will go. Sitting here scouting for caribou. Sorry for the shaky camera. Pretty cool to see something. Way down there, a couple thousand yards, it's the lake I killed one at last year. Took my first shot on the edge of the lake, missed high. It came back to us, and we had a caribou. A heck of a time getting it out of there. Tell the story later in a different video. Alright, basically we stayed out there overnight and suffered hypothermia, and you know, not fun. I mean, it's 75 degrees today, but still. And it's hot, but just showing you some of the area here. Alright, Chuck here again from Alaskan Ballistics. We found this nice big old rock to sit on. We're going to sit on it for a while and just glass. Glass down in here, glass down in there. We've seen some moose, one lone moose that was young and one mom and calf you've already seen. And no caribou yet. It might be a little bit earlier for the main caribou to be in there, but still might have some stragglers here and there. There usually are. So just seeing what's in here. Hi y'all, it's Chuck from Alaskan Ballistics. Mosquito net, sorry. There's biting flies and stuff out here. There's one thing about Alaska is the bugs are intense. Some of y'all might be wondering why, while I'm scouting for caribou, what I'm armed with, especially since we'd already seen bear tracks. First of all, got my .44 Magnum right here across my chest. Right, this is the 4.5 inch, 4 5/8 inch Ruger Blackhawk. Alright, I know single action's slow. Need to sell it and get a double action. I might make a few more videos with different ammo on it first. Alright, probably be carrying .45 Super when I'm actually caribou hunting. I want something semi-auto. But I'm also carrying on this hip my Glock 43. My Glock 43. Let me get that in a Black Flag tactical holster. Shout out to them, it's a pretty good holster. And we're carrying Underwood Extreme penetrators and some Buffalo Bore Plus P Plus penetrators. Kind of like both of them, so that's what we're carrying there. But neither one of those are my main defense. Normally, while hiking in the woods, I'd carry bear spray, and I'm not carrying bear spray today just because I have a bear tag, a brown bear tag, and it's open in here. So I just figured in case, we're going to go with Remington 870 12 gauge shotgun. So I've had this is the second gun I ever owned. My dad bought it for me when I was 12. That was my hunting shotgun while we were growing up. You might be wondering what I got loaded in it today. A lot of people like the Brenneke Black Magic Magnums, but while we were hunting out here last year, we flipped our kayak, and those things got wet, and when I went to the range later, not a single one of them fired. And slugs are hard to be waterproof, so you might want to wax any slug you buy, but still. Today I've got the Federal True Ball deep penetrators. So we're hoping those will do the job. These are 3-inch. Alright. They're supposed to be going, they were 1 ounce, supposed to be going 1,700 feet per second, I think. Maybe a little bit more. So, not the most powerful slug ever like the Brennekes, but probably a little bit more water resistant, hopefully. We don't plan on getting into any water today. We're not kayaking, getting meat out. Alright, Remington 870. I use this gun both duck hunting and for scouting and bear country and stuff. I have 2 barrels. I have an 18-inch barrel with the choke on here. That's the muzzle brake. That's what I use for the slugs. And then I have a regular 28-inch vent rib barrel. Flipping the camera around here, show you what's out here. Some more scenery lots here. No caribou out here yet. So we got a caribou along this lake last year, and we had to carry all the meat over to that creek. It's actually farther than it looks, especially when you're dead tired. We flipped the kayak in that creek. We had to huddle together for warmth, me and my buddy. And then when we had got enough sleep and huddled together and were warm, we were all both dehydrated. I floated out with the meat. I then flipped it again way down here by the Denali Highway Road where the lodge and stuff is, and ended up losing the antlers and a shoulder quarter. But I got most of the meat. And then my buddy walked up the hill here and walked back out the way we came. So, just showing you what's going on. We had to go back in and find them. I found some people down at the lodge that helped me out. It just goes to show, be prepared for everything in Alaska. It is just beautiful and gorgeous out here. To show you, we're probably 4,000 or 5,000 yards away. That's that moose and her calf. You can barely see them here. Moving around there by the lake. This 54x zoom is pretty cool. That's them. Way down there by the lake. You can barely see them with the naked eye. You can barely see them on the camera. Moose and her calf again. Sitting on top of this rock just looking for caribou and moose. Might come back in here later and hunt moose. Here's definitely a baby moose track, maybe a caribou track. Not sure which. Caribou do have a little bit smaller hoof. It'd be a small caribou. Probably that baby moose track. You can look and see. It's not that big. So, just something you scout for. Chuck from Alaskan Ballistics. We made it back to the car safely. And just looking back over where we were way up that side of the ridge over there. And kind of a gentle sloping ridge until you start climbing it. Way back in there's the glacier you can see. Pretty cool. Alright. Chuck from Alaskan Ballistics.